Hello.
Hello, hello.
We are back. Oh,
We're not in it. We are
sorry.
losing our touch.
We are not prepared.
Hi, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday.
We're back.
I know. We've missed you guys. We've missed having Wine Wednesday. We also welcomed a little break. Nikki has been having her long days have started again.
Yes.
So it was nice to have a little refresher, but we do miss seeing everybody. Hi! I see a lot of familiar names popping in, so good to see everybody.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to us. Just because we weren't here, just because we weren't here on Wednesdays doesn't mean we weren't having wine. So that's always good. We stayed true to the promise.
Stay true to that for sure. So we came tonight to talk to you about wines you've never heard of before.
Just brand new stuff.
Brand new wines. No, we're kidding. We were just totally laughing. We're like, how many times have we talked to you guys about these wines?
Yeah, like specifically these three wines, like might be, and we have tons of different wines that we make that are either sold broad market all over the United States or all over the world, or some wines that we just sell online or through the tasting room. And for some reason, we share these ones almost every week.
Well, I think they're our favorite.
Yeah.
And honestly, they're a lot of people's favorites, which kind of leads to why we're talking about it tonight, because everyone loves these wines. We've kind of dubbed them as like our classics. The classics, because it's our Morning Fog Chardonnay, our Riva Ranch Vineyard Chardonnay, and the Southern Hills Cab, and I think that they are just like our classic go-tos.
Yeah, like when I'm cooking dinner, like these are the three ones that I'm thinking about opening up and just enjoying a bottle with dinner every night these days. Just kidding. Just on Wednesdays.
Just Wednesdays. So really we wanted to talk to you because they are favorites and that people always kind of go back to them. I know we certainly do. We like to make sure that we have them in stock at home. We recently launched Wente Plus just at the end of last week, so super exciting. Wente Plus is our new subscription service, and what that means is basically for a flat price every month we just deliver these wines to your door. And so we have, you know, a 6-pack of Morning Fog, a 6-pack of Riva, or a mixed case, which is 2 bottles of each of these. And so it's something that's super fun and new to us, and we definitely wanted to share it with you guys because I think we have a lot of Wente lovers who tune in. I was gonna say every week, but it's not every week anymore.
Every month.
Every month now.
So just so everyone knows, I think we like sent an email saying it would be monthly, and then maybe people thought we just like left because who honestly reads all of the marketing emails? I'm really sorry.
That was offensive. I read them all.
Well, if I sent her like harvest plannings, like pick dates and all that, she's not gonna read it.
I probably would. That'd be interesting.
Okay, I'll put you on emails.
Yeah. Not daily.
Daily.
No.
Every day. And they usually come at 2 a.m.
Oh, no, I don't want those. I don't want those ones. But yeah, if that sounds interesting to you and you're into it, go to our website and check it out. It's like the main banner right there, and I encourage you to do it. I know a lot of my friends were super excited because we have a lot of Riva Divas on our hands.
Yeah. And morning foggers.
And
Southern Hill climbers.
Southern Hill climbers. That's how Nikki gets her exercise. I know we already shared her workout routine with you guys, running up and down Vineyard Rows. Now it's running up and down the Southern Hills.
Well, I did just hike Half Dome a couple weeks ago. That was my vacation for the summer. And
vacation. I don't call that vacation.
But you know, hiking up all those Southern Hills really helps you when you're doing Half Dome. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, definitely, you guys, if you have questions, write them to us.
Yeah, about the subscription, but also what I was trying to say.
No, in general.
Oh yeah, of course.
Subscription too. We welcome comments, but in general.
What I was trying to say, or what I was trying to get across, was that we did say in the email that we're going to start doing the Wine Wednesdays monthly, just because it started turning into that busy season for me specifically.
It's always my busy season.
So harvest is kind of hectic for us. And my hours are a little bit wonky. Like today I started work at 2 a.m. Because I had people picking in Greenfield in Arroyo Seco AVA at midnight. And then I had another team in Livermore picking this morning at 4 a.m. So just kind of trying to split the difference there. I woke up at 2 and started working. So my hour's a little weird. So that's why we went monthly.
Yeah, and I did see one question, not trying to ignore what you just said. Do we deliver or will we ship? Sorry about that. I do mean ship. When I say deliver, we are shipping.
It's Aly coming to your door.
I will hand deliver every case. No, I wish. That'd be pretty funny.
That would be great.
But we are certainly not doing that. Can you get all reds? We don't have an all red subscription yet, but I think there might be one coming down the funnel in the future. But I think this mixed case definitely gives you kind of a nice variety because you have your, you know, a little bit of a leaner style of Chardonnay than the Riva Ranch. So you have definitely like a crowd pleaser for people who maybe aren't all the way Chardonnay lovers. Then you have your Chardonnay for Chardonnay lovers. And then, you know, you have this beautiful Cabernet, which I think, you know, for any hosting occasion is wonderful. My dog is barking. She wants
the case.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely go check it out on the website if you are interested because all the information's there. So if you guys didn't pick up on what Nikki was just saying, harvest has started.
Yes.
We're in the thick of it.
It has.
She told me something fun today. You were about to say it. I cut you off.
You want to tell the story?
We can't. Oh, they want information on harvest.
Okay, so today we did
let the farmer talk.
We did harvest in Arroyo Seco. We harvested for sparkling wine, so our limited release sparkling wine brut. So that means it's dry, so not too sugary, or no sugar, I guess.
No sugar, it's dry.
Yes, dry, no sugar. That wine was picked in Arroyo Seco this morning, so we're super excited about that, and that process is starting to roll. And then in Livermore, we picked for Morning Fog. So super exciting to drink this right now, especially coming out of a really great pick today. The fruit quality was impeccable. I'm really, really excited about this wine. The berries, I was just eating them out of the truck, and they were delicious. So it's super, super fun to kind of see that and then be able to share this wine tonight.
There's a couple questions about the smoke.
Yeah. So great questions. We are also very concerned about smoke. I mean, my number one concern about the smoke has to do with people because it was pretty heavy, specifically over the weekend, which is good because people were home over the weekend, but we don't want our employees working when it's unsafe to work or when they feel like they're breathing in toxic air. So good to keep them home when that happens. We actually called work off altogether on Monday just because we wanted everyone to stay home, even though the air quality got better on Monday compared to over the weekend where it was probably the worst that it's been. But in general, we've seen that smoke taint doesn't really happen unless you have a really prolonged period around that really high intense smoke with a fire right next door. And so all over the years, we've had smoke in the air. We've dealt with this before, and we've always sent in samples to make sure that we have no smoke taint in our wines so that you won't get any of those bad flavors or bad aromas. And we've always come back with no contamination at all. So we've already sent in a bunch of samples. We've already got positive results back. So we are very, very
positive as in
positive.
Good.
Yeah,
positive as in good.
Positive as in good. Yeah, positive as in no problems. Sorry about that.
I think that's the most important part is that we're constantly testing it, learning, doing what we feel is truly the best foot forward.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, it's like terrible to say this, but it's almost like this is becoming
the new normal.
It's becoming a normal, and so we've had a few years to kind of learn as an industry together on, you know, how to combat, what the best protocols are. So hate to say that it's like becoming a routine, but the past few years it has been.
Well, and the wine industry is really banded together, which is incredible. Today there was a great webinar on all things smoke by California Association of Winegrowers. So I tuned into that, and just it's a lot of good learnings, a lot of things that we already put into place. So we're running dusters, so basically blowing air through the canopy to just make sure there's no soot or ash in the fruit that we pick right before we harvest.
Like blow drying your hair.
Yeah, like blow drying your hair. And that was one of the recommendations that they had on the webinar. So it's kind of cool to see that what we're doing, people are also recommending, and then they give you other tips and tricks. So it's just kind of us all working together to make sure that we're providing our consumers with the best wines, and wines that are just tasty and going to taste the same as what you expect.
Other questions, there's two, and Brian, you asked them both. So which red grapes are looking good for 2020, and then which Wente grapes? Trick question. What does that mean?
Ooh, so
they're all good.
Overall, what's my favorite? So red grapes. I am pretty excited about Merlot this year. It's probably the best set we've had in 5 years, 10 years. I do too. I am a huge Merlot girl. So I look at the beautiful, perfect clusters and the way they're hanging on the vines, and I'm just like, this is ideal conditions for growing grapes. They set themselves up perfectly. So Merlot is something to watch out for in 2020. You heard it here first.
Watch out for that Merlot.
Watch out. And then total Wente grape that I'm excited for. I think probably, I think,
don't mess
oh
up.
God, I
don't
know
pick
this
the
is hard.
wrong one.
I know. Well, I do love our Syrah. The Syrah vineyards are looking really great, but they look great every year. I just love the way Syrah grows. Nice loose clusters with big berries and beautiful color. I'd say Merlot, Syrah, and then Chardonnay is always amazing in both Arroyo Seco and Livermore, and the Pinot Noir. I mean, heck, my rosé is going to be killer this year. You just wait.
Okay, she's just hyping herself up.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
I certainly am not going to do it. So I see a question. Any time frame on reopening? We're actually working on a plan for reopen, so no promises yet, but I think it's looking good. There have been some recent regulation shifts in Alameda County, which make us feel a little bit more comfortable. So we're looking towards putting together a great plan for that. So more to come. Nikki said, don't read the emails, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're interested in that, read the emails.
I was just kidding. You should read the emails.
She's the pain. She's the little sister, she's like pain.
Yeah.
And then did you see the question about picks?
Yeah, so there's two more questions about grapes. So one was, does Wente offer 100% Semillon? We do not right now offer a 100% Semillon, but we do have Semillon, and it is quite lovely. We make it into a white blend, and sometimes it goes a little bit into other wines. Sometimes it makes it into Sauv Blanc, sometimes it makes it into Chardonnay, so it kind of just depends on how we feel that Semillon is tasting with the blends of all of our different wines. And then the other question is, do we have several picks of Chardonnay from the Arroyo Seco vineyard, or do we just do it one time? And we always, on all of our blocks, all of our wines, multiple picks, multiple tanks, multiple barrel groups. So a barrel group is a group of barrels that you picked at one time. And so for like a Riva Ranch, let's say a lot of this goes into barrel, 90%. So we'll have probably 15 different barrel groups. So a bunch of barrels that were all picked at the same time, but in a separate group because we picked a different pick later. So, and really what that does is it differentiates flavor. It allows the fruit to continue to ripen. So if you pick it sooner, you're going to get more acid.
Certain size of the vine can have different impact from the sun.
Correct.
And yeah. So sometimes you can pick one side of a row and then not the other side.
Right. Yeah. So it just kind of depends how nitty gritty we want to get into that pick or that particular vineyard, especially if it has some of our Riva Ranch vineyards are planted in 1962. So really old, really big vines. Mm-hmm. And in that case, you might want to do just half of the row just because you want to see how those flavors are going to differentiate. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you do a sample and you realize this side is much riper than the other side. So we're going to give that side some more time on the vine to ripen.
Pick the ripe side.
Yeah, pick the ripe side. So we do a lot of different picks. It makes it really complicated, but our winemaking team has a lot of fun kind of playing with that puzzle. And it makes it fun for me as a grower to kind of be a part of that decision-making process because it gives me a lot of freedom to be like, this isn't ready yet. We should pick this. And they're all game for it because they want to make the best quality wines at the end of the day. And that's what it takes.
And I think that's something that, we practice really strongly as our winemakers are very much involved in the decision of when we're going to pick.
I think the lights above me keep causing me
Is that too dark?
She's turning. No, it actually looks good.
Okay.
I think. I can't tell. Oh, I guess now. It's funny in Instagram it looks good, and then in Facebook it's fine. We're good.
Yeah.
We're
Should we
in the light.
circle? No.
Turn it. Okay.
Sorry.
Nikki's very concerned about
I was
her
like, it was
lighting.
like raining light on me, I swear.
How do you feel?
I felt really uncomfortable.
Okay, we have the princess is good. Yeah, a small lot approach to wine growing across the board. Yes,
That's the plan. Oops,
that
sorry.
is the plan, and our winemaking team and our viticulture team work hand in hand. So really defining what style they're going for up front, which I think you can, especially for these, we're looking to create the same style year after year. We're not really trying to change this. We want you to be able to, know what type of flavor you're looking for. Obviously, Mother Nature gives us something different in each vintage, but we really do try to go for the same style and same expression year after year.
Yeah. I saw someone say that Cuda Ridge makes 100% Semillon for anyone that is looking, and that is correct. Their Semillon is incredible. So if you are a big Semillon fan, try out Cuda Ridge. It's a good one. Good comment there. I think it was Paul. Wait, no, Susan. And then I saw another question. Pickup for wine.
We're also working on that. So along with, we're working, along with reopen plans, we're definitely looking to be able to offer pickups for our wines at our Arroyo Road property down at the tasting lounge where the golf course is. So more to come on that. I saw our digital manager commented and she said, read the emails. I agree. If you're not signed up for our emails, sign up because that's kind of, you're the first to know.
Sorry, I
any
wasn't-
updates on that. Yeah, Nikki and I aren't going to talk after this. I got to tell you.
I'm sorry, read the emails.
Warm weather shipping is necessary for national access. Yeah, so while the weather is warm, we just went through a heat wave, we did stop some of our shipping because we obviously we're protecting the quality of our wine, but we're back on track.
Yeah. We'll be doing a Wine Wednesday on the Sonata release.
Ooh, that should be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, we can definitely.
Great idea. Send us your ideas on Wine Wednesday because I swear we sometimes don't know what to do, and we just hope that we're funny enough to keep you guys entertained.
We're part-time stand-up comedians,
We try.
part-time vineyard and marketing.
We try. Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen the look that we just got.
Aly's husband thinks we are not very
Not
funny.
not funny at all. But we also thought it'd be fun to kind of tell you guys a little bit about some food pairings that we've done with these wines recently.
Yeah.
We are big cooks at home. We get a lot of our inspiration from the New York Times cooking app. And not sponsored. This is real.
Yeah, they just love that one. And my husband loves it too, but we also love the Skinny Taste cookbooks, and I know that sounds a little funny, but I swear they're really great recipes. They're really simple ingredients, and it's like stuff you could have in your fridge right then. So, and that's why we really love it, because we can just throw something really great together with just going to the store to get
Simple recipe.
a meat,
A protein.
like a protein. Thank you. Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
what are you trying to say?
I've been awake since 2.
Had a long day.
So we recently just made Aly and Nate, Aly and her husband, dinner. We made a petrole sole from our Skinny Taste cookbook with a lot of tomatoes, and it was just absolutely phenomenal. And we paired it with morning fog, and that
really good.
Beautiful, beautiful, nice light flavor. And there was a little lemon on top of the sole with this morning fog was impeccable. If you guys have the Skinny Taste cookbook, I recommend trying that recipe. It's delicious.
Yeah, and we made actually a vinegar braised chicken with farro and watercress last night, and paired it with the Riva Ranch Chardonnay, and it was delicious. It was slow, braised for a while. Actually, it took way longer than I thought. We ate dinner late last night. I didn't read the recipe all the way through, but it was delicious. And it was a recipe by Allison Roman, who is our favorite chef, because it's simple and delicious. So definitely recommend checking her out on the New York Times app if you have it. or checking out New York Times app in general.
Yeah, my husband recently just made us all dinner. We have dinner together a lot.
We do. We feed each other.
We live next door to each other. We eat together. We work together. We don't have any separation. It's pretty crazy. But we
too much.
We recently also just made some lamb for them. So we had and they're making us lamb for dinner tonight. But we made some shawarma,
chicken shawarma.
lamb shawarma.
Lamb shawarma.
Was it lamb?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Oof.
You said chicken.
We're eating dinner together a lot, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Could have
meals
been
that we've
anything.
been having.
But that was delicious with the Southern Hills. So kind of just some, like fun ideas that we've had to kind of make these wines a part of our daily ritual. And what we've been really trying to do is pick the wine and then center a meal around it, you know? So there's so many recipes in the New York Times cooking app and all of the cookbooks that we look at, or just in your brain, you know? Aly's husband often makes us just recipes that he's making on the fly, and they're always delicious, and they're usually centered around what he wants to drink that night.
I think he's secretly trying to make a cookbook.
I know, I think he is.
I think
he's
is.
a pretty good chef.
Testing out. He is a very good cook.
Yeah. As he's setting the table.
He's currently setting the table right behind us. He's made this huge cheese board, which I'm like, I don't think that we're going to eat all of that, but
there's four of us.
There's four of us. Yeah, that's it. So I wish you guys could see this, but this is how we take the break from work, enjoy life, enjoy wine, and really make time to connect with each other.
Yeah. Food and wine.
Yeah.
And that's our favorite stuff. Besides working. We love working.
Yeah, pairing morning fog with manchego this evening. That sounds so good. Cheers to the men who can cook. I agree. Cheers to that, because it is really nice to be cooked for.
I wish that I loved to cook. I love to bake, and I think I've said that on here before.
We had a baking show. She made chocolate.
Loved baking. But I don't love cooking, because I could eat the same thing every day for every meal. Like if I cooked a sheet pan of plain chicken with a bunch of cut up vegetables and some sweet potatoes,
plain chicken?
Literally chicken with salt on it, you know? I could eat that for breakfast, or for, not breakfast. I could eat that for lunch and dinner for the whole week and be totally fine. But my husband has to have something different for every meal.
You would get so tired of that.
No
does not
leftovers.
sound good. The
I'm
vegetables
the leftover
and
eater.
the sweet potatoes. I'm a sweet potato-aholic, so that does sound good, but the chicken, not so much.
I mean, I just don't even like protein that much most of the time.
Would love a post with recipes to pair with morning fog and Riva Ranch. Well, I'm so glad you asked, because we are going to deliver on that very soon.
Good.
Yeah, we actually have partnered with this amazing chef. Her name is Ashton. She has sometimes gone on the Today Show and cooked, and she's going to be creating a couple recipes for us. A harvest recipe, more of a Thanksgiving style recipe, and then a holiday recipe. So more to come on that. She's also going to do a video of her cooking it. We'll have an email, read the emails, and a social post.
I actually met her last year, I think, and she is incredible too. Her personality is amazing. If you haven't seen her videos, you should tune in. Super, super fun.
Yeah.
I did see another question. Could you talk about the 2020 small lots and the blending? Yeah, absolutely. So for our 2020 small lots, we are right now still in that farming phase. You know, none of them have gone, except for Eric's. Eric's Chardonnay is actually in the winery already. And today we picked the small lot Brut sparkling wine. So a couple small lots are actually in, but really we're still in the farming phase. We're just keeping track of the fruit, making sure that we're keeping up the berry composition. We don't want it to kind of shrivel and go to nothing. We want it to stay really happy, healthy, keeping the leaves on the vine so that they can continue to photosynthesize, focusing on the color outtake from the seeds, or from the skins, excuse me. So really focusing on how to continue our small lot approach to farming in those wines. Once they do get picked and go into the winery, that's where the fun starts to happen. The winemakers have so many different lots, I'll call them, to blend with. So for a lot of our wines, there's no strict blending strategy. It can be even if there is like strict varieties, like the GSM, let's say, they can play with whatever percentage they want to. So they're able to kind of taste all of the different lots, all of the different varieties, and then figure out how they'd like to play with it. And they do it in really small doses. I don't know if you guys were able to tune in for Elizabeth's kind of lesson on blending Cabernet, but
it's on our website if you want to go check it out. If you're living there in the blog, it was a really good episode.
It was a really good one, and she kind of just walks you through like a really simple way that simplified. There we go. I'm here with you guys. She goes through a really simplified way of blending Cabernet. So it obviously takes a lot longer than 30 minutes that we took for that podcast. Instagram live, I guess. Whatever this is. What do we call this?
This is the Instagram and Facebook live.
Instagram and Facebook live. But so it's a lot longer, a lot bigger process, but she did it really quickly and kind of gave you all of the ideas behind why they're doing different things. And so they have all of that fun. It takes a very long time. Usually they want to blend pretty quickly because they like to mend the flavors together so it doesn't taste kind of patchy almost. But they do a little bit of last minute blending sometimes. So really fun process, and I can't wait for it to start because I really enjoy when they invite me to kind of taste along with them and learn.
Yeah. So I think what I was going to say is our next Wine Wednesday is in September.
Same time frame.
The 4th Wednesday of September. The idea is that maybe we'll be at the winery capturing something from harvest. Maybe it might not be at 5. I was just thinking about this. We might have to change the time to like really get something good happening over there. But what we want to do is kind of give you guys an up close look and bring you into the action virtually. I think that'd be really fun, and you can see kind of like the busyness of harvest and some of the amazing technology we have to help us make the best wine possible, and then some of our winemaking team busy at work.
Yeah. So at 5 you probably would see some winemaking team things happening, like pump overs, and kind of just getting tank transfers, all of that sort of thing, fermentation, that stuff. If we do it in the morning, you would see us harvesting. So we might do like a Wine Wednesday where we do one at 5 a.m. and one at 5 p.m. and just kind of split it up that way.
5 a.m.
I would be there. She doesn't have to go.
I'll be there.
I'll do it.
I'm there. It actually works better for me because then it's out of the work hours.
Oh yeah.
Well, my work hours.
Yeah, I guess
not my work hours.
24 hours.
Work hours. Nikki works 24 hours. I'm not normally awake at 5.
I am. So a Wine Wednesday featuring Married as well. I know I've thought about that a lot, having us partnered with Robbie Meyer. Well, we could do it on both.
Probably just on Married as well.
Yeah,
it's Married as well. Yeah, but they could do that for sure. I saw a question about the bottle styles, and I think this is a Bordeaux bottle. These are Burgundy bottles. This is just kind of like the classic. I think there was a question about this on a former Wine Wednesday, and we both kind of said we think that this is just the tradition of wine and what these varieties have typically been bottled in. So more Bordeaux varieties, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir you can find in a Burgundian can be in a Burgundy glass. Bordeaux styles, Bordeaux bottle. What's up with you?
I wasn't listening. I was reading the comments. Someone said, did we miss the actual tasting? And I think we forgot to taste. We had Morning Fog in our glass first. I finished it. And I think I'm just going to jump right into the Southern Hills.
Yeah, there you go.
Cheers. So Morning Fog, great acid, beautiful wine. I think it's a great intro to Chardonnay for people who aren't into the overly oaky wine. There's a Chardonnay for everyone, and we'll tell you that a million times. But great wine to start with. And then we have our Riva, a little bit heavier, beautiful tropical fruit, big mouthfeel.
Definitely a heavier weight than
the Morning Fog. Comes from Arroyo Seco, so Monterey County. They're both technically part of the Central Coast AVA, but Livermore definitely has a different climate than Arroyo Seco does. Morning Fog is really what we get here, and all day fog is what you get here. So that's kind of the main difference on that climate that you're going to get. And then we have our Southern Hills, which we are tasting here with you all right now. Sorry, this is so funny. We totally forgot to do the tasting. We just got to talking and we didn't stop. We just kept going with the talking. Something I love when I smell this wine is I often, you know, when you have like a bar of dark chocolate, and maybe I'm the only one that knows this because I love baking, and you start to shave it with a knife, like that is like the scent of that, of like a bittersweet chocolate as you're shaving it with a knife. You get that.
Now that you said that.
And it's like incredible. It's one of those things that I just, because I love chocolate.
That's what gives Niki the goosebumps.
The goosebumps.
She smells the chocolate, and that's what does it.
That's what does it.
Sometimes I think I get like a really ripe blueberry in this, which I love.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it just has, I think it has like a mix of dark chocolate and like deep red fruit and black fruit. Like it kind of has all of the above.
Yeah.
Which I think is just really cool.
Yeah, it has like some tea notes, like tea leaves, forest flory, like it has like a little bit of earthiness to it too, that I know and love in Cabernet. Like I don't want it all to be fruit. I want it to be something a little bit.
That's pretty amazing. I see that someone drank 2 bottles while watching Niki and I just chat.
I love it.
I love it. Sounds like you need a Wente Plus subscription if I ever heard of one.
Yeah. I also saw someone said, Niki, how do you keep up your stamina? 3 p.m. ice cream breaks. Every day, 3 p.m. on the dot, right when you start to feel tired, you just eat some ice cream.
I could not look like her if I did that. Well, thank you guys so much for joining our Wine Wednesday. We did miss you, and it was fun to come back. We will be back in a month's time.
A month's time.
Unless that's like a long time.
It does. If there's something that like is pressing that we're like, we gotta go live, we might.
Keep an eye on your social media. There might be some impromptu Wine
surprises.
Wednesdays based on what's happening with Harvest. We're really committed to kind of like bringing you guys some fun updates with Harvest. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Thanks for joining. Again, go check out Wente Plus on our homepage. You can have all of these puppies at your house every month.
You can have that nice chopped bittersweet chocolate.
There you go. That doesn't sound as good when you say it like that. Cheers. Thank you all so much.